Hello, and welcome to another video. I know it's been a little bit since my last one that I've had a commentary, and I've been working quite a bit and just not really had too much time to play Swtor. And when I do play Swtor, I'm kind of just trying out different things. And last video I made was the one where I had a whole bunch of clips, and I didn't really feel like any of the matches were all that great or worth uploading, though I did save bits and pieces here and there. So that kind of like put a halt to my recording for a little bit. Mostly because I had so much footage that I didn't have room for anymore, so there were some games that I had that I just didn't record at all. But if you guys want to see more Arena, let me know. I am thinking about playing more high alacrity Concealment. I'm really enjoying it once again, so if you guys want to see more of that, always do that, or really any other suggestions I'm open to. Otherwise, kind of gonna break into this match. Typically with high alacrity, I would highly recommend running the 10% crit over the 5% damage and second wind. Second wind will just help you maintain a healthy, plus just in general give you extra movement speed, which is something that you're definitely hindered in on Concealment. I open here because I'm taking Reflect. I really want to get my DR stacks going, so I'll immediately start lacerating into my combo. The situation is really bad getting knocked slowed off, but thankfully they're not really interested in me. I have a better target at this point. We want to kill the mercenary first. The only reason why I'm doing this is because the other classes are just going to be able to get out. We don't have enough burst, or at least I don't feel like we have enough burst. We have lethality operative, so I'm taking my chances, and we're already down a match. I meant to flashbang, or not really flashbang, but you know, seismic grenade there, but I was kind of using the wrong grenade and targeting the wrong person there. So far in this trade, we have gotten like actually a lot out of the enemies. It looks like that we're maybe on the back foot, but in reality here, we've actually gotten a lot from them. So I'm not really worried at this point. Kind of feel like we already have this in the bag. One thing to also think about too is because your filler damage on Concealment is so high, if there's any time a chance where you're not the target and you're able to like free cast do a lot of damage, lacerate is a majority of your damage, and it's going to do a lot of damage. You want to make sure that you're trying to optimize every single APM, not like overhealing, not probing people for no reason, when it's much better that you just take damage. A lot of situations like that, you want to really just focus on damage instead. Obviously there's a time and a place for healing. Like if you can't get uptime, that's when you want to try to make sure you probe. Obviously putting probes on somebody that's not going to pop any defensives is just not really going to help you. You're wasting your damage. Yeah, it's a weird situation. There's a fine balance on Concealment. It's a lot harder. Lethality is a little bit more straightforward, but on Concealment it's definitely a lot harder to find that balance. But I do have some other videos on Concealment and lethality if you guys are interested. So what I've gathered from the first match, or first round here, is that I don't really have to worry about the mercenary. He's not really casting anything, he's not really getting anything off. I have Reflect, then I see this guy pop Stim Boost. That's not great for us, but not going to really worry about that for the most part in this situation, since the other two operatives aren't really making use of their kit the way they should. They're kind of just overcommitting to the Sork and the Assassin for some reason. They should definitely try to use some of their CC on me and keep me at bay. An initial opening here, I get a volatile on me, not really sure why. He's already over popped his defensives, he's got Reflect and Shield. Probably pop Chaff Flare too if he's even taking. He's also got Hydraulics, but he's stunned, so he's not even moving. So, things not to do on Mercenary, by the way. Anyway, also I don't understand why either of those operatives want to trade. Typically when you're trading with an operative, you, especially if they have Reflect, you do not want to trade while they're not stunned, because at any point they can pop Reflect, and if they time their Reflect well, they can get you right on the volatile explosion into the backstab before you probably may realize it, and that's a lot of damage. Especially after that, they can follow with a stun. And since Concealment and just operative in general, really. The low cooldown on stun is very nasty to deal with. You don't really want to put yourself in a bad situation, especially on Concealment if you're not running the DR talent. There's a lot of damage that you gain if you don't take the DR talent, but I don't think it's worth it. There are some times and places where you're never the target, and I think it really ramps up your damage. That guy pretty much dies to the dots. This is not healing, and getting that other kill was pretty much secured. I've already burned through most of his stuff. This guy probably should have tried the stealth out, or if he already stealthed out, he shouldn't have come back. It's one of those weird situations, you know, you get stuck with people that are pretty much doomed and they're not focusing properly at all. Overall, there's not much to think about when you're playing Concealment nowadays. It's just really spam last rate, put last rate over your volatile combo. You want to have your DR stacks all the time. Other than that, I'll catch you guys again soon.